The country has been facing environmental challenges in recent years, a phenomenon that has been attributed to degradation of the country's forests. The Kenya Forest Service now engaging high gear by partnering with other stakeholders to grow seedlings. A brief tour of Moringato Tree Nursery in Nyeri County, a testament of the ongoing efforts. According to Nyeri County Ecosystem Conservator Moses Ndegwa, the county has currently raised about 3 million seedlings ready for planting during the long rain season.
We have about 3 million seedlings in the whole of the county. 1.3 are seedlings that are produced by KFS. Then we have allowed 1.7 on the farmers, in the farmlands, because we also encourage them to do private nurseries.
But this would not have been possible without the help of community forest associations.
Forestation has got a community forest association because we co-manage our forests stations with the communities, whereby each and every forest station has got its own community that we call a CFA. Those CFAs are the people that we use actually to do the plantings, to protect against fires, and all that have you.
A visit to Kafaru Forest Tree Nursery, an indication that the concept is slowly achieving the desired goals.
So we solely depend on the community, and that is why I mentioned chairman is very crucial in this, because he is the one who commands the community.
What we have done, according to the community, we have arranged them. Every person has to do work for 1 hour per week. When they come here, they have to do pricking, weeding, watering, and any other work within the nursery.
But what is the process of getting a good viable tree seedling?
We start getting seeds from carefully. Once we get our supply from carefully, we go to the seed bed where we do the sowing. When they germinate with the first cotyledon leaves, we either transplant them to the tubes or swastika bands. That act of transplanting is called pricking out. Then in that, as they are growing either in tubes or in swastika bands, we do rooty pruning. The purpose of rooty pruning is to harden them so that it takes very little water, very little nutrients, and it is hardened as it's now being prepared to go and plant to the field.
KFS Chief Conservator of Forests Julius Kamau said the country needs to plant 1.8 billion quality tree seedlings by 2022 if it is to actualize the 10% forest cover dream.
We as a Kenya Forest Service from the early days had made many investments in our tree nurseries, because every forest station is supposed to have a working and a vibrant tree nursery. Over time, these nurseries, basically because of funding and other aspects, they were kind of dilapidated. But now, for the last 1 year, we have made a commitment as Kenya Forest Service to renew and revamp all these tree nurseries so that they are able to produce optimally the number of seedlings that we need to get from them.
Kamau saying communities rather than government agencies should play more proactive roles in forestation efforts.
And community forestation basically come in terms of helping us to restore the degraded areas, and also in the plantation we also provide them an opportunity to help us to plant trees, at the same time plant their crops through what we call the pellet system. And this is basically to support them in terms of food security. At the same time, they help us to grow our forest plantations especially.
Kamau saying Kenya Forest Service is adequately prepared to achieve the vision despite the coronavirus pandemic that continues to devastate the globe.
Tree planting is not a Kenya Forest Service affair. It is basically a Kenyan affair. And for that reason, we have been able to even to map the seedlings that are available in the private sector. And therefore, we are encouraging Kenyans, wherever they are, in their own farms, as they do plantings of their maize and the beans and the rest, they can also integrate their aspect and culture of planting trees on their farm. As Kenya Forest Service across the country, through the ecosystem conservators, through the forestation managers, we continue to plant the seedlings that are in our nurseries, and this is happening as we speak across the country.
The main agenda of the National Tree Planting Campaign project is to grow seedlings and plant them across the country so as to contribute to the achievement of 10% tree cover by year 2022.
We developed the planting program basically in the entire country. We know what needs to be planted, where in the entire country, and this program has been shared across all our governance structures and every station manager as we speak today, because they are the one actually who gave us the data anyway. What we did at the national headquarters is to analyze the data and take it back to them. So they are guided on where they want to plant and what they must be able to plant. And therefore the planting is going on, and we expect it to continue as long as the wrong lanes are able to be sustained.
The journey to achieve the country's 10% forest cover is very well on course, with various tree nurseries around the country raising over 3 million seedlings in preparation for the National Tree Planting Campaign. And with the current situation facing the country, people are now turning back to nature for harmony and tranquility. People need forests, but now more than ever, forests need people. For Channel 1 News, I am Emily K. Bade.